his rocking chair with a pistol in his hand. Carl Dane got nothing left to give. We see his face at the picture show in the silent days, the only life he would know. But by the middle of April, he had no reason to live. But when he opened his mouth, oh, you'd probably say the same. Invention of sound, and Carl Dane was out of the game. Give him a job, $5 a day. Yeah, the studio told him that was all they would pay. And when they found him dead, he left himself for no one to claim. And it's a modern world that we live in, and you got no place to go. It's a modern world that we live in, and it just ain't made for me. In the show of the freaks, yeah, I would probably guess you'd find her standing there with hair from her chin to her chest, and then they shut it down. They found it politically incorrect. So it was on with the high heels and off with the beard. When she'd had a good shave, she didn't look half weird. So now it's nights in the corners just to come up with rent. And it's a shame the way Marcel would treat us so unkind. She picked up the pipe to make it through the day. Well, you can find her there, face down in the curb, 2 inches of water in the grave that she lay. And it's a modern world that we live in, and you got no place to go. It's a modern world that we live in, and it just ain't made for me. Jesse, James, Pat, Garrett, Billy the Kid. Ain't no room inside the world for all the things that they did. Yeah, Rudolph, Valentino, even Cool Hand Luke. Just like a king, queen, a pharaoh, like a jester or duke. Robert Louis Stevenson and Jekyll and Hyde. Ed Gein, the Unabomber, Bonnie and Clyde. Randall McMurphy, I think he flew too high. Miles Davis, Ellington and Holiday. Even Dylan's having trouble trying to make it today. Well, it's a shame to say, that's just the way that it goes. Gene Kelly tap dancing, singing the blues, bootlegging whiskey, prohibition of booze. I don't know what to do, I just have to learn, I suppose. Well, it's a modern world that we live in, and you got no place to go. It's a modern world that we live in, and it just ain't made for me. It's a modern world that we live in. 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 It's a modern world that we live in, and you got no place to go. It's a modern world that we live in, and it just ain't made for me.